like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So UFC Fight Night, Leronemurphy versus Edson Barboza. I called it, I told you, and I was right. My prediction was right. I did predict that Leronemurphy would win this. Before we even get into the fight, this guy is a miracle. He going through his story, he's been shot on an occasion when he was 21, in his face and in his neck. Survived that. Was fighting for in, I think, in his third fight in the UFC. He went on a bike ride for his conditioning, collided with a car. He flipped over the car, had a head injury, and came back. So this guy is a miracle. So bless up to Leronemurphy. It's just a miracle that he's here. So, but with the fight, I just wanted to cover that because that's crazy. But with the fight, yeah, he looked absolutely sharp. He looked sharp in there. His feints were throwing off Edson Barboza. He was just landing strikes, leg kicks, and an occasion mixing up the takedowns as well. Edson seemed, he still have his kicks, but it just didn't seem himself. He didn't seem as sharp as I've seen him before. I think Murphy's game was just throwing him off. Edson didn't seem as sharp. He didn't seem as quick. He did seem quick, but the game of Leronemurphy just literally just threw him off. And he was landing some really good strikes, cutting him off and mixing up with wrestling as well. He was living, I think he's landed 200 strikes, over 200 strikes on Edson Barboza in that fight. It was a masterclass domination, basically. It was a shutout. It was a shutout. It definitely was it seemed to be like a 50-45, definitely. Yeah, I would say it did seem like a 50-45. But don't get it mistaken, Edson Barboza is a legend. He's had some great victories, great knockouts. He's fought the best in the world as well. Some legendary fighters. But he's now come against the new breed. Leronemurphy is the new breed within the featherweight division. Going into this fight is unranked. I know that Edson Barboza is ranked number 12 on Monday. I think they used to do the rankings on Tuesday, but I think they've moved to Monday now. Edson will be, Leronemurphy will be in the top 15 because he just beat number 12, so he'll be in the top 15 now. So the future looks really bright for him. There's some really good matches there for him. Him versus Max Holloway would be a good fight. Arnold Allen, but two Brits, but is what it is. And I'd like, yeah, him to Poirier, that's right at the top of the spear. That'd be a good fight. Him against Volk would be a good fight. There's some good fights for him. I see him doing some work. He's here. There's some really good names now in the top 10. Now he's ranked. His next fight's going to be a big fight. I know that UFC brass matchmakers are really impressed with his performance as well. So shout out to Manchester stand up. I was right with my prediction. I'm back on track. And congratulations to Leronemurphy. He looked amazing in there, masterclass. And as for Edson Barboza, he'll be back. He's a legend.